Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga Storytime. My name is Rachel. I'm one of the children's librarians here with the San Mateo County Libraries, and I'm thrilled to be in this space with you each week. For Yoga Storytime, we choose a book, and that book helps to guide the yoga poses and movement that we take with our body. It is August now. Happy August. And we'll be reading a fun new story today and taking some animal poses. So before we get started, go ahead and grab your yoga mat. If you haven't done that already, if you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay. You're always welcome to use a blanket. You could use a towel, a rug, anything that's comfortable for you to sit up on and to move your body. Maybe you won't slide around too much up on your carpet or your hardwood floor, okay? Okay, let's get started. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see all of me, and we'll start with our own song to welcome everybody to the space, okay? Okay, go ahead and find a comfortable cross-legged seat. You can imagine that you're sitting up really tall and that maybe there's an imaginary or an invisible thread coming straight out of the top of your head, pulling you up nice and tall towards the sky. Good job. Good job, friends. Go ahead and bring your hands together. Let your palms touch. Bring them to the center of your chest, to your heart space. And we'll start to rub our palms together. Get some warm energy flowing. And we're going to sing our song. It's okay if you don't know this one. You'll learn it really fast, and we'll sing it through 2 times together, okay? Okay. Rub your hands. Sit up tall, take a deep breath. Om. Good job, friends, good job. And when you take that deep breath, you can watch your hands go all the way up and then watch them come back to you, to your heart center, okay? Let's do it one more time. Rub your hands. Sit up tall, take a deep breath. Om. Good job, everybody, good job. We're gonna jump right into our story today, but first let's find our book pose. From your comfortable cross-legged seat, go ahead and bring your feet to the floor in front of you. Here are my feet. So go ahead and put them flat on the floor in front of you. You've got your knees up in front of your chest. You can guide your hands to your knees and help open. We're going to imagine that these are the covers of our book. We're getting ready for a story. Go ahead and open the covers of your book. Bring your feet to touch, to kiss. You might give yourself a little foot massage, little toe massage, maybe massage your shins, or just find a comfortable seat and get ready for your story. I'm going to scoot forward so I can share the story with you on my computer. Hello again. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. Our stories today is called Natalie's Hair Was Wild. This book was written by Laura Freeman. We're looking at it together here on Overdrive, which is a free resource with your San Mateo County Library card to download ebooks and e-audio books. Natalie's hair was wild. Have you ever had a wild and crazy hair day? I know if I don't comb my hair, it gets wild too. This book was published by Clarion Books. Natalie's hair was wild. It seemed to have a mind of its own. It couldn't be tamed by a comb or a pick or restrained by barrettes or a clip. Her hair could escape from a scrunchie. It was tangled and frizzy, and each day it got wilder. But Natalie didn't care. One day, some birds moved in. What? Natalie's hair made a fine nest. Did she care? She didn't care. Then what jumped in? Do you see it? Then a frog jumped in. Oh no. Natalie just let her hair get wilder. An owl and a fox arrived next. An ostrich thought it was the perfect place to hide his face. What? So we've got two birds, a frog, an owl, a fox, and an ostrich? Did Natalie care? Nope, Natalie didn't care. Soon, a zebra was living there. A giraffe and an elephant too? Natalie still didn't care. I think I see something else hiding in there. Do you see any little ears popping out? Do you see ears? She didn't mind the wildebeest or rabbits. Oh, those are rabbit ears. There was even a tiger. Do you see the tiger? Oh, there it is, his tail, you're right. Natalie's hair was really wild. I see butterflies too. In your book pose, you can turn it into a butterfly pose by letting your knees start to flutter. You can sit in a butterfly pose instead. And those animals were loud. They snorted and growled. Grrr. They honked and chirped. Tweet, 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 tweet. They squeaked and burped. They never stopped. Did Natalie care? Natalie didn't care. But the wild sounds went on all day and all night. Soon Natalie could no longer ignore them. I've had enough. I want these animals out of here. They won't let me sleep and they're just plain rude. Can you imagine having all of those animals living in your hair and how noisy that would get right next to your ears? It was time to take action. Uh-oh, what kind of action are you seeing? A lot of action, right? Natalie knew it would be a big job. If we leave our hair or anything for too long, right? It's an even bigger job than it would have been if we'd been taking care of it all along, isn't it? Those animals were all tangled up in her hair. So she called in professionals from the zoo and the fire department too. What? First, they removed the zebra and the giraffe. Then they coaxed out the fox and the rabbits. What did they use to coax out the fox and the rabbits? What do rabbits like to eat? Carrots. Do you like to eat carrots too? Me too. They caught the tiger, and they told the owl who they were. They cleared them all out, every last one. Can you imagine having an elephant in your hair? Is that a little silly? I think so too. And when they were done, they used their hoses to wash Natalie's hair. Oh my goodness. They raked through the knots and trimmed her hair with huge hedge scissors. It would take a really long time to grow your hair that much, don't you think? It really was a big job. When they finally finished, Natalie was relieved. She understood that the hair on your head is no place for a zoo. She faithfully brushed it and combed it and washed it. She kept it neat for at least a week. Here, I want to show you the back cover here. Do you think someone's back, or do you think that was from the before? Who's back? The tiger. This story was written and illustrated by Laura Freeman. She's illustrated several books for young readers, including the Nikki and Deja and Carver Chronicles chapter book series. This was the first book, though, that she also wrote. So she wrote and she did the words and the pictures for this book. It says that Laura grew up wild-haired in New York City and now lives in Atlanta, Georgia with her husband and her children. That's nice. So that was Natalie's hair was wild. I would love to see your wild hair too. Yeah? I'm going to scoot back and we're going to find some of the animals that we saw in our book today. I'm going to scoot back to my yoga mat. Go ahead and find yours. Okay, let's see. Can we remember what was the first animal that found its way into Natalie's hair that thought it would make a nice nest? What sleeps in a nest? Lots of animals do. That's true. You're right. But a nest, maybe up in a tree, is a good spot for birds. You're right. Let's start in a bird pose. But first, birds they hatch from eggs. You're right. So we're going to come into our egg pose, which is also like our child's pose. Go ahead and sit on your knees, right? You can sit back on your heels. We're going to fold forward to lay our body on top of our legs. Rest your forehead on the floor, and you can put your arms back by your sides. And we're going to imagine that we are a little bird that's hatching from an egg. So you can imagine that your nose is a beak, and we're going to nudge our way out of our shell. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay. Start to wiggle, 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 wiggle your nose free. Hatch out of your shell. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We're going to stretch one wing up really hard. Stretch it out. Imagine that wing was confined to your shell for a long time. You're just able to stretch it free. Stretch up over the other side. Bring it back down. Let's do that one more time. That feels really good. Stretch one wing up and over. Stretch your other wing up and over. Can we do both at the same time? Up and let them meet in the middle. And then bring them back down. Good job, friends. Now we're going to prepare to fly. Can you bring your toes? Tuck your toes under you. Can you see that? So tuck your toes. And if you want, you can try to balance on your toes. Use your hands to support you. You can start to stretch your wings. Maybe prepare to fly around your room. And what do birds say? Tweet, 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 tweet. Good job, friends. Tweet, 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 tweet. Good job. Now, let's think. What jumped into her hair next? What jumps? You're right, it was a frog. It was a frog. Let's find our frog pose. Go ahead and bring your feet flat onto the ground if you're able. You might need to point them out. See my frog legs? Squat down real low. You can bring your elbows inside your knees and your hands together at your heart space, just like we do with our own song. Good job. And you're welcome to sit here and be a peaceful frog resting in your frog pose. But if you'd like something a little more active, you can jump like a frog too. Do you know what frogs say? That's right, they go ribbit, or they croak too, right? But ribbit. So I'm going to jump up on the count of 3 and say ribbit, and then I'm going to come right back down into my frog pose. Are you going to join me? Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, ribbit. Whoop. Should we do it again? 1, 2, 3, ribbit. One more time. This time we're going to stay standing, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, ribbit. Whoop. Good job, friends. Good job. Okay, we've been practicing some with our mountain pose, standing really strong and tall, feeling our feet rooting down into the ground. I'm thinking of one of the animals that found its way into Natalie's hair. It's a very tall animal and has a really, really long neck. Can you think of it? That's right, a giraffe. So let's find a really tall stance. I'm going to turn sideways. Let's create that really long neck by bringing our arms up above. You can use your hands to be the giraffe's mouth. Good job. Now, can you lift one leg really high and straight? Put it back down. Good job. Can we practice walking like this? Walking like a giraffe? Here we go. We'll walk to the other end of our yoga mat, or you can walk all around your room, however you want to use your space. Good job. I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Good job, giraffes. Good job. Okay. Giraffe is a very big animal. Can you think of another big animal that was in her hair? You're right. Maybe the biggest, the elephants. Okay. We've done this pose before. Can you interlace your fingers? Yeah, this is going to be our trunk. And you can take a wider stance with your legs so you've got lots of room to balance. You swing your trunk from side to side. You can fold forward over your legs and swing it up nice and high. Good job, my friends, good job. Okay, elephants, what does an elephant say? Can you give me your best elephant trumpet? Let's do it, let's go. Woo! 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 Good job, elephants, good job. Let's find our way back onto our mat. Let's come down onto hands and knees. Now, one of the fiercest animals that was in Natalie's wild hair, what was that one? That's right, they go grrr, or maybe a grrr. A tiger, you're right, a tiger. Let's see if we can be like a tiger too. Can you find your hands? Pushing nice and firm onto the floor, and you're on your knees. And let's take one paw and go. Good job. Let's try the other side. This takes a little bit of balance, right? Grrr. Good job, tigers. Can we challenge ourselves, and maybe when we lift up our left paw, we lift up our right leg? Grrr. Good job. Let's try the other side. Let's lift up our right paw, our other paw, and the other opposite leg. Ready? Grrr! Good job. Do you think we can walk kind of as we grrr, as we roar? Let's try it. Good job, tigers. Good job. That's really good for our balance. Okay, let's come in. We're going to come back to another resting pose. So as if we were going to go back into our egg pose, right? But first, we're going to clasp our hands behind our back. Remember, we clasp them in front for our elephant, right? Let's clasp them behind our back. Open up your heart a little bit. Good job. We're going to fold forward over our legs like we did with our egg pose. But as you do so, go ahead and stretch your arms up high. And we're going to come to rest in a rabbit pose. Do you remember all the rabbits in her hair? We're going to rest in a rabbit pose. You can imagine eating all those yummy carrots. Okay, little rabbits, when you're ready, come on out of your rabbit pose. We're going to find a comfortable seat again, and we're going to sing our Namaste song to thank everybody for joining us. You ready? Go ahead and bring your hands back to your heart center. This is another song that if you don't know, it's okay. You'll learn it really, really fast. Or we're going to sing it twice through as well, okay? My little light bows to your little light. Your little light, your little light. My little light bows to your little light. Namaste. Namaste means the light in me sees and honor the light that is the same in you. It's been so fun to play with this book. Natalie's hair was wild, and to take all these animal poses with you. I encourage you to read the story again and try to take on all the other animal poses that we weren't able to get to today. Let's sing our Namaste one more time. We're going to sing it back to each other. Ready? Your little light bows to my little light, my little light, my little light. Your little light, that's my little light. Namaste. Good job, friends. Good job. Thank you again so much for joining me each week. Again, my name is Rachel, and this is Yoga Storytime. Don't miss our summer STEAM camp. It goes for until August 15th. We have programs on Monday through Thursday and Saturday mornings at 11 for our early learners, and Monday through Thursday and Saturday afternoons at 1 p.m. for our more elementary age learners. If you haven't already, please join the Summer Learning Challenge. There's still a chance for you to earn a $1,000 college scholarship. All of the details can be found at summerlearners.org. If you have any questions, give us a call. It's 1-833-YES-SMCL. Thank you so much, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.